With over 200 million Instagram users going to business profiles every single day, there are countless opportunities for you to build your entire business using Instagram. But you're going to need some followers to start. Today we're going to talk about how to go from 0 to 1,000 followers real quick. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, we are High Season, a social media agency that helps business owners, entrepreneurs, and marketers step their social media game up and break the algorithm. Today we are talking about how to go from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram in 2020, and this is a beginner's guide. Now, the tips in here are actually systems and processes that will help you far past the 1,000. But our focus is now, if you are starting your business, which we're very cognizant of, many people, given the times that we're in, have been either forced to start their own business due to unemployment, or have finally found the inspiration that they need to either start their own business or put a bit more fire into that project, into that business that they always had. So I want to make this clear. We have a video that is how to start your Instagram account from scratch. That is the technical application. So we're not going to be talking about that in this video. This is with the intention that you've set up your accounts already and you have everything going. If you want to check out that video on how to optimize and best set up your account, check it out there, and it'll be in the description box below for you. But today we're just going to be talking about how to actually grow your account and the things that you should put into practice to attract new followers and get you to that first 1,000 or your next 1,000. Yes. Remember, we are not going to be talking about buying, so don't come here if you're looking for buying or shady tactics, okay? We don't have this. Just pure, organic, authentic growth that will not cost you a dime. This is going to be purely organic growth. So you don't have to spend money, you just have to spend your time. Yes. And if you're willing to put in the work, you will be rewarded for it. So, let's get started.
Alright guys, the first tip to get you from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram is to niche down. So before you even post, before you do anything, make sure you know exactly what you're going to be posting about. So what this does, when you actually pick a detailed niche, it tells Instagram and tells their algorithm exactly who you need to be recommended to as far as your non-followers. So that includes the explore page and the suggested for you, which is when you do that little drop down in the top of the profile after you've followed somebody and it suggests other similar accounts. So what you want to do is tell Instagram very easily what you are going to be talking about so they can align you with other accounts, so that if someone is following another account of a similar niche, then they can suggest you because you are likely to be enjoyed by them. Another reason you want to niche down is that if you market to everybody, you market to nobody. That has become more and more apparent recently, particularly as more and more brands are jumping on social media. So trying to appeal to everyone is just never going to work. So if you drill down as much as possible, so as far as wedding photographer in the northern suburbs of Toronto, something like that. So the key here is to share content with your ideal client in mind. So when they hit your profile, they're going to see a ton of information that appeals directly to them and they're going to hit follow. And that's really what it comes down to, is when they come to the profile, they're going to stick around.
Speaking of letting your potential followers know when they've landed in the right place, is optimizing your profile for discovery and conversion. So when we talk about discovery, that is searchable, so making sure that you are searchable and that people can find you. And when we talk about conversion, that's, hey, I've decided to hit the follow button because I'm in the right place. So when optimizing your profile, you want to think about a few key things. You want to think about the text in your profile. So letting people know exactly who you are. So again, when we talked about the wedding photographer, a wedding photographer in Southern Ontario, so that people know, okay, this is someone I could potentially hire for my future wedding. We also want to make sure that you are optimizing the name in your bio. So that name, most people don't know, that's searchable. Instagram is kind of like a website in a way. There is SEO friendly things happening there. So definitely leverage those features so that when people are typing in something, they can find you and you come up first. Yeah. We actually have a full Instagram checklist. It's our ultimate Instagram checklist to make sure that you do not miss a step in setting up your profile. We'll include that in the description below for you instead of going into it in this video. It's an easy free download that you can find below. And another thing you want to consider when you're hoping to convert, so we've talked about discovery, when you're thinking about converting an audience over, you also want to consider your your feed and how your feed looks. Does it look like a professional who actually is taking this Instagram account seriously? That's going to make people more invested and more interested in what you're doing. So think about how you can create a cohesive feed, whether that be through specific themes or just a type of photography that makes sense, so that when people land on the page, they're interested and they want to hit follow. People are shallow, okay? Looks matter on Instagram to an extent. So be sure to present yourself in a way that looks professional or engaging, something that will interest people, because you don't get a lot of time to impress them.
That's true. The next tip for going from 0 to 1,000 on Instagram is to share mixed media. So whilst everybody knows Instagram is primarily about photos, was primarily being the keyword, now it's all about everything, as many different types of content as possible. Videos are super key on Instagram across the whole, I guess, Facebook family of apps.
Because they're coming for YouTube.
They really are.
They push it. They love the video.
They love them. I think when videos first launched, they had a big boost. I'm not sure if they're still weighted in the algorithm or not so much anymore. I think pretty sure they said they weren't. But at the end of the day, they are very engaging pieces of content that are going to keep a user on your profile longer, because they're going to sit there and watch it. On top of that, IGTV, when Instagram prioritizes any of their features, you know that means that's where you need to focus. So IGTV is super key. At first, it was just the vertical video, and then when they changed to horizontal, and then they brought it into the top of the feed, we're like, oh, okay, this is something. And then now, over the last month or two, they've been testing monetization.
Yes.
For IGTV on select accounts. I was not chosen. I was disappointed. I was hoping for
None of us were chosen.
None of us were chosen.
I think it's larger brands for now.
It probably is.
Yeah.
So they're going to test that out, because like Tiff just said, they're coming for YouTube. So that really shows how important videos are for Instagram right now, and even more so with IGTV. And another thing IGTV are doing, which we find, I'm not super fan of it, instead of the live videos being saved to the stories, you're actually saving to IGTV, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Either way, it gives you more IGTV content.
Which is what it just shows you. That's where they're trying to get those IGTV numbers up. That's why they're doing that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Lean into wherever they're leaning into, so the algorithm carries you along with it.
Exactly. Now, on top of videos and photos, memes and graphics are very important as well.
And carousels.
Carousels have kind of been like the dark horse of all of this. They've come through and they've like dominated. There are accounts that only post carousels, and they get insane numbers.
Yeah, we've seen fantastic numbers.
With these forms of content, all they need to do, well, not all they need to do, but specifically they need to inspire, entertain, and educate. And these are some of the best ways to convey that.
You can use apps like Canva to create things that allow your graphics or any of those other elements to fit nicely in your feed.
Yes.
Another tip or strategy that's going to help you grow that first 1,000 followers organically is to write captions that connect. So be sure to write captions that aren't just this cool string of words that are just flowery and out there, right? They need to actually connect to your audience, and they need to serve your audience. So something you want to consider whenever you're writing captions: does this serve my audience, or does it just serve my own need to post content because I haven't posted content and I don't know what to post? That's not a reason to be posting. You want to serve your audience. So whether that is by allowing them to bring in other people, by saying, hey, tag someone below who does this, share this with someone else who matters, or click through to XYZ. All of that is you're driving them somewhere. You're doing something to help them. You're serving them in some way. Having just random set of words applied to an image is not going to get people inspired to follow you. It's just going to make them double tap and move on the way, if you even optimized your post correctly. And when we talk about these call to actions that you can include, they help you more ways than one. So not only do they help people follow you perhaps right then and there, but if they're sharing this, that also opens you to their followers who can come back and follow you. And it also just assists you in the algorithm, because the more engagement you have, Instagram will rank you higher, because they understand that you are a higher performing account, that you're sharing valuable content that resonates with people, and you're keeping people on the platform longer. That kind of just creates this cycle of you putting out content that's valuable, it being shared to new people, then you having new followers that come in, and it's this beautiful cycle of growth.
Another way you can go from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram is to share stories daily. I feel like we mention this pretty often as well.
Yeah, because it's so key. It's
Super,
such
super
easy,
key.
low-hanging fruit to
The easiest.
get yourself going.
Absolutely. So this is a really, really simple way to get attention, and also you are kind of allowed to have a lower bar for your quality of content. So there's maybe a little less stress because it can be organic and authentic just with your phone, behind the scenes type of stuff. So what this does, the more you share to stories, the more you're coming up at the top of people's feeds once you kind of push past all the lives that are happening right now.
Lots of
But then,
lives right now.
Right, they're out of control. But you'll get there and you'll be at the top of people's feeds. So you're sort of front of mind. You get more attention from them. On top of that, one way you can use stories to convert new followers is if you optimize them correctly, they could end up on the explore page because now they've added not only regular feed posts and IGTVs, but stories to the regular explore page. You can get on the hashtag page and the location page, which is fantastic because they're all incorporated stories now. If you want to know how to get more engagement and views on your stories, you can check out this video here, and we'll leave it in the description as well. That'll help you out.
The next organic route you want to take to help you grow from 0 to 1,000 followers in 2020 is to optimize your posts for reach. Now we're talking about your in-feed posts here, and we've spoken to this a bit at length already, so we don't want to compound this as much in this video because we know we have people who have watched our other videos who are watching this video as well. But what this involves is making sure that your posts are optimized so that more people can find them.
Yes.
This includes our 3-tag plus bonus approach, which is hashtagging every single post that you have and using all 30 hashtags in a mix of popular, medium popular, and niche hashtags. We break this down really in depth in a video that we're going to leave down below. It's our ultimate hashtag strategy. It's about 20 minutes, so you're going to have to take a nice pen and paper, but it works. You'll see in the comments there that our strategy on that works, so we highly recommend that. Another way to optimize your post, which is our second tag, is your location tags. So being sure that you tag every location that you're in so that you're able to be added to that location discovery portion of Instagram as well. And then you also want to be sure that you're tagging any relevant brands, so that way you can create an affinity between you and the brand. This helps again with categorizing, making sure that Instagram can understand who you are and what you're similar to. And it also helps because if you tag a brand and you're featuring their products, or there's some type of affinity between you two, they may actually share that to their following, and that will result in you being exposed to a larger audience. Our bonus tag, which most people don't do, is the alt tag. So just like we mentioned earlier, treat Instagram like a website. When there are SEO opportunities, take advantage of them. An alt tag is a great way to take advantage. We broke that down again in the video that is going to be here, and it's also going to be in the description below about how to increase your reach on Instagram.
The next way you can go from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram is by engaging. I swear we've said this more than any other thing on this entire channel.
Yeah, it's so important.
So important. There's nothing more important than this, really. So what you need to do is every single day you need to put aside, I would say minimum 30 minutes, preferably 1 to 2 hours. You do have to space it out because it does give you an action limit. So you don't really want to go
don't sit there and go wild.
Because it's going to block you for 24 hours.
Just in a day. Consider it in a day.
Throughout the day, and basically engage with other accounts that are more likely to follow or be interested in your content. So how do you find them? Well, you go to your competitors, for example. You go through their followers, or you go through the people who are commenting on their posts. Check out some of their posts. If you are moved by it, leave a comment. At the very least, throw them a bunch of likes for photos that you actually like. And the key part about this, it has to be authentic. Don't fake it. It's transparent. People aren't going to be attracted to that. So just spend the time and dig through the followers. And this is the one thing that we would say, aside from probably the hashtags, that makes the biggest impact.
Huge impact.
Every single time
you will see a massive impact. And again, in the video, one of our largest videos, we break down this process very, very specifically.
Yes.
In all there's 3 main ways that you can go about doing this. We call it proactive engagement or targeted interactions. And in this video, we break it down, but you will see in the comments that this works. This helps people grow. You just have to put the work in, and it'll serve you. Okay? It will serve you. Another strategy you can use to grow from 0 to 1,000 followers real quick on Instagram is by leveraging nano or micro influencers. Now, these are influencers with smaller following, so it's not the 500K, 100K. These are generally, we like to say, for something where it's going to be a free exchange, probably under 10K. Maybe you can get up to 20 depending on the value of what you're able to offer them. But if you are selling products or services, consider giving that to the influencer for free in exchange for them talking about your product. Now, we do this with our clients often, whether it be a hotel night or it be free burritos, for example. There are ways that you can give something to someone for free so that they will talk about you. So that way you end up leveraging their highly engaged audiences. Honestly, we found a lot of the time that micro influencers are even more effective than macro influencers because they've built this super highly targeted niche. And just as we've expressed importance of you having the niche, that's also the same thing that these micro influencers have used in order to develop really highly engaged audiences that you can leverage. So if you have a free product, send that to a micro influencer, ask them to talk about you, and have them direct their followers to check out more on your account.
Another fantastic way to grow from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram, and this one is maybe my favorite one here, is to run a giveaway. I love this. It's kind of like the cheat sheet for this whole thing about growth.
Yeah.
So basically, if you haven't seen them before, I'm pretty much positive that every single person who has an Instagram account has had a friend that has tagged them in some sort of Instagram contest, because these things are super simple. They are very easy to enter for everybody. Essentially what they do, they'll be offering a giveaway. Usually you would have to follow the account, which is the key element, like the post, and then tag a friend or two. So what that typically does, it'll drive your followers up very sharply. And if you niche right, and if you target the right people, they'll probably stick around, because a lot of the followers that are there, they'll tag somebody else that are likely into your product. So it's essentially forcing people or giving people a carrot so that they can share that with a friend, really. And your cost for doing this is typically limited, because if you're giving away a product that you already have, you're only paying wholesale for what you would
or if
produce.
it's a service, then it's just your time.
Then it's just the time. Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are very simple to run them on Instagram. If you want to take giveaways further, we've probably run out of cards, but we'll pop it down here. We did a whole video about how you can do giveaways, because there's another way you can do it if it's maybe something that's a higher value product.
Another tip for growing your following from 0 to 1,000 or getting your next 1,000 followers is to check your insights regularly. Check them consistently, guys. All the numbers that you need are right native in the Instagram app, and they can inform your next steps.
Yeah.
We are huge on this, and the reason that we're saying this is because Instagram is giving you the numbers to let you know what's working and what's not. And when you see something that's working, you double down on that. So for example, we found with a lot of our clients that carousels are popping off, or memes are doing really well. So what do? We up that from 1 post a week that's driving 100 followers to 2 posts a week, so that we're getting 200 followers, or 3, so we're getting 300, whatever makes sense for the brand. So it's really important for you to see what's working, because that's a key indicator. Numbers don't lie. It's a key indicator of what performs well and what your audience is resonating with, and then you just double down, you multiply on that.
Arguably, I keep saying the most important, but arguably
There's a lot of
the
important
most,
ones here.
they're all really important. The most important way to go from 0 to 1,000 or get your next 1,000 followers on Instagram is to be consistent. Not only is it the key to Instagram, but as we say, it's the key to life.
It's the key to
Consistency
life.
and persistence. And both of these apply right now. So with Instagram, the best way for people to want to follow you is to show up regularly on scheduled days and times, so people can expect your content and then it's there when they look. This is the most important thing, because all the other stuff is great, but if you're not turning up regularly, then it's kind of all for nothing.
And we're actually going to have a video that's coming up that is going to be specific to this. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because it is going to be a good one. We will be taking you through exactly beginning to end how to schedule your post for an entire month. So creating, planning, scheduling, automating, all of that stuff, so you can take the anxiety away from, because that's the main thing. People aren't consistent because they talk themselves out of posting because they get anxious.
Yes.
So we're going to take that all the way so that you can have June completely scheduled.
Good to go.
Oh yeah, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't, so you do not miss that video.
Please
It's
do.
going to be a good one. That is it for today, guys. That is how you go from 0 to 1,000 followers on Instagram. Our beginner's guide to make sure that you can get those numbers in 2020.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos from us. Follow us everywhere on social media at High Season Co. And you can check out our blog posts and the beautiful ambient noises of Montreal, Quebec in the background. But you can check out our blog posts at highseasonco.com. And until next time,
Peace.
peace.